All right, we're here for the Brazilian Sprint Grand Prix in Sao Paulo, Interlagos, in between two lakes, one of the best Grand Prix of the entire season. And we have a different lineup than what you're usually used to. We have Lando Norris clipping Oscar Piastri after his victory in Qatar at the Sprint Grand Prix to get all the way up into first position qualifying for this Sprint Grand Prix. Of course, qualifying was for the main race on Sunday was made on Friday yesterday, and Max Verstappen will be starting first in that situation. Right now, the weather doesn't seem like it's going to be a factor, but it could. This is Sao Paulo. It could change any day, any second now, really. And we're going to have an exciting Grand Prix. This is always one of my favorite tracks. Uh, of course, if you know the sprint format now, it does not affect you whether or not you finish, crash, whatever. The qualifying has already been set. So this is going to be a fun Grand Prix. There's 6 points up for grab for victory, I believe. And it's only the top 6 drivers. So we got Norris starting first, Verstappen second, Perez third, pretty good from him, Russell fourth, Hamilton fifth. So it goes McLaren, both Red Bulls, both Mercedes, Tsunoda sixth, Leclerc seventh, Ricciardo eighth, Sainz ninth, Piastri 10th. You've got Magnussen and Hulkenberg. It's always been a good track for Haas, especially last year after getting that pole position. So 11th, 12th. Then you have Gasly 13th, Bottas 14th, Alonso 15th, Ocon 16th, Stroll 17th, Zhou Guanyu 18th, Albon 19th, and Sargent 20th. Rounding out the field, of course, possibly the worst driver on the circuit right now, but we'll have to see. Yeah, but I think it's going to be a good time. I'll be with Big Guy tomorrow for the main Grand Prix. Not everybody can get off in the middle of a Saturday. But, yeah, I think this is going to be interesting. My gut feeling is, well, let's see. Noah's got nothing to lose. It won't affect tomorrow. Why not look for victory? I mean, Oscar Piastri got the only major win for the team so far this season. And I don't think other tracks are going to be able to really go head-to-head with it. The street circuits, they don't seem to be, like, really good at. The races that they've been good at are more classical races. Even Qatar, it's not a classical race, but it's a wider open circuit. But we'll see. Norris, he should go for it. You know, fuck a top 6 here. Should go for victory at this point, you know. It's becoming to be too much with him. You can tell he's getting up to that point where a victory is possibly in sight, but that's never a secure thing in Formula One. You can never think that you're going to win a race or be a future world champion. It's all about the situation you're in at the moment. But we'll have to see. He should definitely do everything in his power to affect a victory. Everyone in chat, let me know what you think. What are you thinking? What's gonna happen here? Because a lot of things that could happen. There's a lot of storylines. Perez, I think, to keep his seat at Red Bull is going to have to stay in second position. He's starting third. You got Russell and Hamilton. Hamilton trying to, of course, stay as the number 1 driver at Mercedes because you can't win a championship in the best team if you're not already the number 1 driver. Ask almost anybody in Formula One history. It just doesn't happen. Tsunoda in 6th. He's already got his seat saved. Ricciardo better get a good result here. It would be best for him to beat Tsunoda after being out-qualified. That would be important. But Sao Paulo, the home of Ayrton Senna, one of the more dangerous Grand Prix to go to. A lot of the crew chiefs and members in the garage have been mugged and stolen, and even Jenson Button, I think, was held up at gunpoint not a couple now, he's been out for a couple, many years ago while he was driving for Bar Honda. But we'll have to see. All right, 2.678 mile track, 24 laps. Top speed's going to be around 210 miles per hour down the straight here. 15 turns, elevation, barely anything, pretty much sea level. As Sao Paulo is mainly on a coastal region area. But of course, Interlagos is in between two lakes, or the lakes. So we're going to have to see. Lance Stroll putting in a shitty effort to qualify 17th after actually qualifying 3rd for the main Grand Prix. Of course, have to take that with a grain of salt. As if you know anything, watch this back too if you have a chance to go on the internet. Qualifying got really dark and it looked like rain was about to come, and some rain did, but it got super dark, almost like it was midnight in Brazil. All of a sudden, just heavy black clouds. But there was not really that much rain, so it's kind of weird. And yeah, it was strange, and it messed up a lot of people's qualifying. So Max did get pole. We'll have to see. The form of these cars, you're going to find out a lot about how the Grand Prix is going to go on Sunday. Of course, there's strategies involved and what tires you have and what set and everything, but we're going to see who can fight Red Bull for victory here. Is McLaren really strong here and going to outperform Mercedes? This is a Mercedes' favorite track. You know, their car, even though it's gone in the wrong development stages, has had much success here. It's had the only level of success in terms of victory over the last 2 seasons. Man, I love it. I'm just looking at all the flags. This really is like, I know we consider Belgium, Monza, Monaco, these classic Grand Prix. To me, Brazilian Grand Prix is as Formula One as it gets. I love this circuit. I love what it represents. It decided so many championships when I was younger. And it's just always a racing track. There's not really a boring Grand Prix here. And even if first place tries to run away with it, there's so much fighting in the midfield, the backfield, among second and third. That's what we want to see. We're Formula One fans, right? We don't want to see a parade session, all right? We want to see people legitimately try and do something. Verstappen, of course, will be the favorite. Will he get a better start than Norris? Got to remember, the first place car actually gets the outside. Verstappen will be in the inside, which I think is odd. Tires available. We got soft, medium, hard. All right. Free tire choice. C5, C4, C3, C2, C1, CO. I'm looking at the skies now here. What do we see? There's no clouds at all. It's going to be a completely dry race. I don't know about for tomorrow, but there's no mandatory pit stops. Top 8, first to 8 points, down to 8th place, 1 point. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But F1 Drivers' Championship, yeah. Lewis and Perez close. I bet Perez will make a mistake here. Or will he try and do the Carlos Sainz move of playing it safe? We'll have to see. I think Perez is going to start playing a lot of things safe unless Lewis starts going up the orders. Perez has got to actually pull back from his aggressive nature. He can't afford Lewis to have another race either today or tomorrow where he scores points and Perez scores little to no points. Because that seat at Red Bull could be gone, and his chance at ever winning a home Grand Prix, along with it, completely gone. Toto Wolff sitting there. I think he came here because he thought they could actually try and win this Grand Prix. We'll have to see. Will Mercedes or McLaren challenge Red Bull more? And what does Norris think better of it, or does he take out Verstappen? I'm always one to always think these guys are getting taken out. When I used to watch Formula One, that used to be more of it, but now people are much more cautious and careful and realize they can get back a Grand Prix later on. They don't have to win it in the first turn. There's Lando Norris up there. Max Verstappen. Thinking Verstappen's going to get him into this. We'll have to see. Oh, man, they're stacking up. I love this. They're stacking up here. Stacking up big time. What will occur? Will Red Bull or McLaren get a better start? How will Perez fare in third? Norris better be confident, but I think Max will probably get him even if he doesn't get him here. 1 light, 3 lights red, 4 lights red, 5 lights red. Norris got a good start, but so did Verstappen. Verstappen right aside of him. Norris, Verstappen's going to get him into the first turn. I thought so. Big smoke in the background. Mercedes jump past, one of the Mercedes jump past Perez. It looks to be Russell, and Hamilton following close by. One of the Aston Martins off. Oh, jumping onto the grass. Could have caused an incident there. Oh, there's Hamilton right on Perez right here. Will they collect each other? And there's Oscar Piastri going way off. I think Hamilton got Perez there too, just like I was saying. All right, Oscar Piastri. Good racing. Interesting stuff off the bat. It's going Verstappen, Norris, Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Leclerc 6th. I believe. Okay, one of the McLaren's close to Russell now here too. Russell got the McLaren. Is there something wrong with Lando Norris's car? He just got chewed up out of nowhere. That's weird. I think I'm right there, right? Yep, Russell ahead of Norris. I think the Mercedes are fast here. I've been saying it. Look at how close the Mercedes are already up. And Verstappen hasn't walked away from Russell either. I knew it. I said it all weekend that the Mercedes were tough here. Alonso on the inside of one of the Haas's. Or is that Stroll? No, it's Alonso, like I said. But Lewis all over the McLaren. Yeah, Mercedes, this is one of their tracks. I mean, Russell won here last year, and he's already up to second in the sprint. Wow. Yep, Russell getting the better start over Perez. Hamilton looked to the outside a bit, couldn't get it quite done. Reaction time. Verstappen was over 1/10 of a second, almost 15/100ths of a second faster than Norris on the reaction time. I don't know why they get the inside track when you get pull like that. Seems kind of ridiculous to me. Seems like Japan with Senna. We'll have to see. There's Perez on the outside. Oh, Hamilton. Perez getting close to Hamilton, though. Hamilton not walking away from Perez really here. I thought Russell was coming up to fight Max, but now Perez very close on Hamilton. They both have DRS. Going to be a bit of a DRS train. Yep. Perez not able to quite get up on him like that. That's going to happen because Hamilton's got Norris ahead of him. But now he's actually out of Norris's DRS. So Perez is going to suck him. He's sucking in up on the car right now. But yeah, close race. Verstappen, Russell's right on Verstappen, less than a second away from him. Norris less than a second behind Russell. Hamilton's getting gapped by Norris, and now Perez is breathing down his neck. Perez going to get DRS on this straight here. I'll let you know what happens. He's coming up on him. Perez coming up on Hamilton here on the straight. He's going to have a lot of DRS. Coming up close. He's going to go either. He went on the outside, and Hamilton went both ways. Oh, my God, that was close. That was super close. Holy shit. Perez, Hamilton blocking both ways. Now Hamilton back on with him on DRS on the second straight coming up here. Perez going wheel to wheel with him. This is great. Oh, they almost touched. He almost cut into. And now the Ferrari out of nowhere on the inside of Hamilton. Now the Ferrari jumping in on Hamilton out of nowhere. Oh, 3 of them you could put a blanket over. You've got Hamilton, and then who is right behind him? Leclerc. And Perez is just barely ahead of him, and Tsunoda right on Leclerc as well. A huge DRS train from 5th, Hamilton, 6th, Leclerc, Tsunoda 7th, Sainz 8th, Ricciardo 9th, and Oscar Piastri 10th, and I think Gasly 11th. A huge DRS train there of those drivers from 5th to 11th. Man, super interesting stuff going on here. But yeah, Verstappen walking a little bit away from Russell now. Now the McLaren on Russell. Lando Norris gets second position back. Will he start storming forward back to first? Very weird here because I'm trying to figure out who really does have the fastest car here, because the Mercedes are getting Perez, and then Perez getting them back. Then Norris is getting back Russell, and the Mercedes and the McLaren. But are any of them tough enough or fast enough to fight Verstappen for a victory here? Because Verstappen didn't start first here, but he'll start first tomorrow. And is it just a matter of time? Will Norris be coming here? They're saying DRS enabled, but that's wrong. They've been using DRS the whole time. Russell on Norris too. Russell staying close to Norris. So really it's a battle of the rest, as Verstappen is slightly inching his way out of the way of all of these drivers. Perez back 1.6 seconds. Tsunoda radio. Leclerc is moving under braking, being a tattletale, of course. You gotta be thinking as Ferrari, what the fuck is going on? And AlphaTauri's fighting us out of nowhere. AlphaTauri's been reborn over this season. All right, Aston Martin going on the outside of a Haas. Didn't get it. Tries to go on the other outside of the chicane. Then going on the inside. There's got to be Alonso because so many moves are being done at once. Yeah, Alonso on Magnussen. He's going to go on the inside on the second straight here. Yep, he got him there. Good job. Alonso up into 12th. Stroll getting Hulkenberg, the other Haas, up into 15th. Working together to take down the Haas's. Kind of sad considering where they were at one point in this season as a team. Esteban Ocon on the outside here. One of the drivers, he I think he got touched on the back end. He was moving a little bit. But a lot of drivers within very close margins of each other. Verstappen 1.6 seconds to Norris after 6 laps. Albon saying there's oil coming out the back of Valtteri's car. All right. Mechanical issue with Bottas. Possibly will have to go into the pits to retire that car if true. He'll be given a warning, a black flag for a dangerous car out on the track. They'll have to either come in and fix it or retire the car. Most likely, doesn't matter, 17th position. All right, who's fighting up there for points? Because it's only top 8. It's not top 10. Ricciardo in 9th. He's coming up on Sainz. I can't believe the fucking Ferraris are fighting with AlphaTauris. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Norris cut down about 0.2 to Verstappen. We're only in lap 7. Does McLaren believe what set of tires? We all got softs on. Magnussen's, Hulkenberg, and Sargent have mediums. The whole other entire grid has softs. All right. Perez within a second of Russell now. Looks like he's stalking Russell in that car. Not looking good for Hamilton's championship here. Trying to get second position. If the Red Bull is this fast here, it might be a 1-2 tomorrow with Perez coming in second. He's hunting down Russell here. DRS. He's going to go on the outside. Down the sloping turn. He's got him easily. Russell's moved over a bit to make it harder for him, but he knew in the end he didn't have the pace to really challenge him. But Russell will stay within certain. He'll have DRS here on the second straight. And it'll be on the outside of Perez. Outside of Perez. Perez staying on the inside. Whoa, he's got him. Man, this is what I love about this track. You go from one DRS where the other guy's advantaged, right? And then after those chicanes, the sloping downhill, you got another straight where the guy can get you back. With this new DRS system, it's actually makes it a lot more entertaining for a Formula One race. Max putting that lead back up another 2/10. 1.6, but he's not walking away from Norris. Does Norris believe that he lets this go on for another couple laps and then starts hunting him down? Does he have the pace? Are the McLarens that fast here where they can do that? But, man. Russell getting Perez. Perez staying close to him again. He'll have DRS here. And he'll look, but not much going on. He couldn't really challenge him there, but he'll have DRS coming down. We're starting another lap. The laps go by quick here with how fast these guys are going. Yep. Perez coming close on Russell again, but I think Russell's got him for the time being. What was Norris Ray was going to say? That's going to tell us a lot about what's going on. Are they going to translate it over or not? 1.8 seconds to Verstappen now. Verstappen every lap putting a couple tenths on top. A little bit here and there. Not always. Russell in the back here fighting with Perez. Hamilton in fifth. Is Hamilton not really staying close with him here? I thought there'd be a lot more fight from Hamilton. I thought he had an opportunity to win this Grand Prix last year, even though I thought Russell was destined to win it no matter what. But he got in that incident with Verstappen. If there's any race that Mercedes could win, if you look at that last couple of Grand Prix, this is one of them. I mean, Las Vegas is a question mark, but usually when it's a question mark, whoever has the fastest car can adapt and get the most out of it immediately. All right, Perez here. DRS on the straight. He gets it back. We're having dueling going here. And now they're going to go down the sloping hill here. And Russell will have DRS on Perez coming down the straight. So he'll come back at him, but won't be able to get it. A lot of interfighting here between guys passing each other and then passing back. A lot more passing, man. A lot more passing than I'm used to. Formula One used to be a lot of passing. Now it's a lot of parading. How's Max again? Hasn't really been on camera at all. We got the two AlphaTauris, Tsunoda in 7th, Ricciardo in 9th. But Tsunoda staying close on Leclerc. The only problem is well, actually not really. Leclerc to Hamilton's a big gap, but I can't believe an AlphaTauris are hunting down the fucking Ferraris. It's just absolutely insane. Up until a couple races ago, AlphaTauri was the worst car on track. You imagine Tsunoda getting Leclerc here? Holy good God. Or Ricciardo getting Sainz in an AlphaTauri? How embarrassing. Yeah, Ferrari, I know Frederick Vasser's trying to do some stuff with them, but Ferrari is a very regimented, very hierarchy-based situation. It's hard to come in and just affect change immediately. It's not like a Red Bull or Mercedes. These people have been working for the same team for 30, 40 fucking years. You're not just going to come in and change everything and become a dictator. It just doesn't happen. Unfortunately for that team, it doesn't. All right. Well, Sargent in 20th hasn't done shit. He should be out of a seat by the end of the season. Zhou and Bottas, the two Alfa Romeos. Now you got the two Haas's, 17th, 16th. Albon 15th. I don't know if Albon will ever get up to another team again where he'll really have a chance, hopefully. Stroll 14th, Ocon 13th, Alonso 12th, Gasly 11th, Piastri 10th. Piastri not putting in a great performance. Look at AlphaTauri on a Ferrari. Tsunoda on the... Oh, my God. Is that Tsunoda? Or no, is that Ricardo on? That's Ricardo on Sainz. That'll be big for that garage watching that. Watching a fucking Alfa Romeo. And Sainz got him back on the next straight, but man, that does not look good for Ferrari. Not looking good for Ferrari. Norris down, back 1.4. Perez plus 5 seconds as well. But yeah, look at that. Ricardo from 9th to 8th. That's the last points paying position at this track. We'll have to see. Is Tsunoda's near Leclerc, but it doesn't seem to be close enough to do anything. We got Alonso coming up on Gasly. Hopefully he can clear that. Norris staying within Verstappen, all right? We're at the halfway mark. Verstappen's only about a second and a half ahead of him, all right? So, not a huge deal. Sainz, Ricardo to Sainz, very close, within 2/10. Will he get a DRS here? All right, Alonso on Gasly. 12th to 11th, possibly. Nope, Gasly keeps him back at bay. Alpine on Lance Stroll. Okay, Alonso on the inside of Gasly, on the outside. Oh, they touch. Gasly knocks wheels with Alonso. But I think Alonso get it in terms of his skill and driver. Pierre Gasly's fucking nothing compared to Fernando Alonso. It's knocked Fernando a bit back, though. I think it messed up the balance for just a second, and in cars these fast, that'll create a little bit of a gap. Norris taking a couple 2/10 out of Verstappen's lead, down to 1.2. Was this a plan? Was McLaren told to maintain position but stay back for a while and then hunt down Verstappen when you can? But the thing is, has Verstappen been holding back the whole time and can turn on when he wants? All right. Ricardo trying to go around Carlos Sainz again. He's staying there. Yep, he's going to get him. But Sainz will go the over-under, and Sainz will have DRS on this straight. And he will follow him. Man, this is close. Him and the McLaren will have DRS. He'll get back his position to Ricardo. It's hard here because Ricardo gets ahead of him, but then he just gets trapped in the second. I would pull up on him real close on the first straight, the front straight, the checker flag. Follow him through that chicane. Now the McLaren's going to go on the inside of him as well. Now Piastri is taken from Ricardo. And one of the Alpines looking on the outside. Ricardo getting eaten up out of nowhere by these drivers. Looks like the Alpine's going to get him now as well. What a joke. Alonso dives on the inside of an Alpine. He's got it. He's got it. Fighting his old team. Good. Alonso up to 11th. But Alpine again will have them on the straight with the DRS. But Alonso has DRS as well. But the Alpine will just get... No! Alonso going to stay on the inside. Pushing the Alpine. But Alpine will stay on there. But Alonso on the straight here. This is... Oh, but Alpine getting all out of sorts. But Alonso on the outside. Whoa! This is great. Alonso getting close. And now it's like Tsunoda's trapping the both of them. And then Alonso got him somehow. Holy shit. Alonso somehow comes out of that unscathed. It was the closest racing I've seen in a while. Where all people are next to each other, but nothing happens. No touching. Good job on him. All right, Russell Radio. The pace of those guys ahead is well fast. Yep, Russell in 4th. Norris losing a little ground to Verstappen. We only got 8 laps to go. If you're going to put the hammer down, you're going to have to put it down quick. Got a 1.7 gap to you. What is Verstappen's radio going to say? Hopefully bad news if you're in McLaren. But man, Tons of racing. Really close stuff going on here. Perez back in third. But he'll need those points over Hamilton for the championship, that's for sure. I think the Red Bull's fast here. Norris was getting, you see Verstappen, he was getting Verstappen about a tenth or 2/10 a lap for 3 laps in a row, but then loses half a second, loses everything he's gained within 1 lap. Is Norris going to turn it up and do something to affect some sort of battle here with Verstappen? Doesn't look, but man, it's so weird because Norris doesn't get that many chances to win with McLaren. It's like they'll come out of nowhere, and then some races they'll fall back into 5th and 6th, and it's like only way you're going to have a victory is like your car has to be really good at one specific time. And Verstappen's, he'll never, right now the McLaren's not a place where it can just beat him on pace. That's why it would have been so important for him at Singapore to have qualified well. But maybe sometimes McLaren's hit or miss. They'll show up at a track and they've been so damn fast at certain places, and then other places they just completely drop off and they're a mid-tier team fighting with the Alpines. But it's like, it seems like McLaren's going in the right direction. They're starting to remind me of the way they used to be back in the day. You know? But now, Red Bull's so dominant, and there's no reliability issues. Usually when even Michael was this dominant, there's some sort of reliability issues every now and then where the Ferrari would crap out, something happen, give somebody else an opportunity to win. But I mean, what issues has the Red Bull had all season? I think, did Perez have like 1 technical issue? And Verstappen's had none. And when you have that many races, 23 Grand Prix, and not 1 mechanical issue, it's pretty fucking incredible how reliable these cars are now. If you used to watch old Formula 1, it was just constant sorts of failure, engine, exhaust, some other thing you wouldn't even know about, you know? Brake, something would go on the cars so often. But now they're much more reliable. Oh, big lockup as Alonso was trying to get past Gasly. I guess Gasly probably got him back. Now Alonso on the inside, outside, got him again. He'll be going on to the second straight here. Well, they're both will have DRS. And Gasly go on the outside, which Fernando pushes him to, and he'll maintain position. Fernando Alonso staying in 11th. Ricciardo still in 10th. Tsunoda in 7th. 2 points for that freaking AlphaTauri team would be huge. Because he's at the 2-point mark right now. Because 8th is 1, 7th is 2. That would be huge for their championship right now. Absolutely huge. But we'll have to see. Can he maintain that? Sainz is many seconds back, not even getting close to him. So I'm going to have to think he will. We got Sargent in 20th, half a second away from Zhao. Can he get out of last place? But they're in a DRS train because Zhao from 19th to 18th. Bottas is only half a second away. And from Bottas to Magnussen is the same. So they're just stuck all in 20th to 17th. 4 cars. All right. They're showing Ricciardo now sucking up on Piastri. Ricciardo in 10th, of course. Leclerc in no man's land in 6th. Hamilton 5th. Won't be able to challenge Russell for shit. Ah, man. Verstappen really dropping the hammer now. 2.4 seconds from Verstappen and Norris. Perez even further back. Yep, Norris 2.5 seconds. Perez 8.6 seconds. Russell 5.3. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Interval 2.5 seconds to Norris. Perez. All right. AlphaTauri. Ricardo going on the outside of Piastri down the hill after the DRS. Nope. Gets the door closed. Still behind him. Will he get him on the second straight here? That'll be the big question. And right behind him as well, Alonso using DRS. Ricardo looked on the inside, then thought better of it. All right. All right, so the running order right now is Verstappen first, Norris second, Perez third, Russell fourth, Hamilton fifth, sixth is Leclerc, seventh Tsunoda, eighth Sainz. That seems to be the locked up 8 right as of now. Unless someone takes out another driver. Piastri too far back, about 2.8 seconds to Sainz. All right. Yep. And all right. Somebody what was that? Leclerc on a Hamilton. All right, I didn't know he was that close to Hamilton. Leclerc sucks up on Hamilton, gets 5th, and now Tsunoda on Hamilton. Come on, Tsunoda. Let's go. Yuki Tsunoda on the inside of Lewis Hamilton. Stay there, baby. And AlphaTauri on a Mercedes. Fuck. So fucking close. Tsunoda's so fucking close on Hamilton. Just stay there, Tsunoda. Even if he gets you back, just stay on him. Let an AlphaTauri pass a fucking Mercedes, please. Please, come on, come on, come on. Get him on the straight. Because Leclerc's already within a second of him. So he won't get a DRS train. Come on, Tsunoda. Suck up on Hamilton. Come on, come on, come on. 3 laps to go. Yuki Tsunoda. Come on, baby. Japan, Japan. El Japón. Come on, Yuki Tsunoda. Stay right on his fucking ass. Come on, use the DRS here on the straight. Get up, close up on him. Come on, you know you got it. You know you fucking got it. Let's go. Yes, Yuki Tsunoda passes Lewis Hamilton in a fucking AlphaTauri. And so does Ricardo. Ricardo's passing Piastri on the straight in a fucking AlphaTauri. Holy shit. Can Tsunoda maintain that, though? Hamilton will try and get him down on the straight again. He'll be right behind him with DRS. Wait, he's clearing Hamilton. He's fucking clearing Hamilton. Hamilton already down 9/10 of a second, not staying. He's staying within the second thing, but no. I thought he would stay within 3/4 of him after that. Holy shit. Yuki Tsunoda. Cheers to Yuki fucking Tsunoda for that move, baby. Yuki Tsunoda. Doing the work. Here's to Japan, baby, the land of the rising sun. Oh my God, this is insane. Absolute nut jobbery. Holy shit. Can you imagine? The Mercedes was so fast here, and I predicted them to actually fight for the win here on pace, not because of some rain issue or some qualification snafu from Red Bull, but on pure pace, and they're just nowhere to be found. Absolutely nowhere. Holy shit. Guys, that's insane. An AlphaTauri, which was one of the worst cars all season, passing Hamilton on pure pace at the about to say Japanese, at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Yuki Tsunoda, Japanese driver, that'll be like 3 points for 6th. I think if he gets that, that'll move him up even further in the championship. Holy shit. I would say the driver of the day, my personal opinion, Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda, driver of the sprint race. Final lap, baby. Holy shit. Alonso coming on Piastri for 10th, but again, a meaningless position. Only top 8 in sprint races. Score points. Holy shit. And Sonoda's going to keep that place to Hamilton. Sonoda will finish 6th in the Sprint Grand Prix, ahead of a Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton and a Ferrari of Carlos Sainz and a McLaren of Oscar Piastri. And Alonso dives on the inside of Piastri. Piastri gets him back, going down the hill here. Wow. Incredible. A great sprint if you're talking about from 2nd to 20th. I guess we didn't see that much fighting back in 15th to 20th, but from 2nd to fucking 14th, that's where the race happened today. That's really where the race happened today. Verstappen, another sprint victory. Norris will come in. That'll be a good result. 2nd place. Probably assumed that's what that would happen here. Perez 3rd. Good result for him. Good result for him. Russell 4th. Will Russell be happy with that? At one point it seemed like Mercedes could actually fight Red Bull on pace. I'll have to see. And Ricciardo going very close on Sainz here. But not quite getting them for that last points paying position. And Piastri, Alonso will stay behind Piastri. Stroll 12th, finished 1 position behind Alonso. Gasly 13th, Ocon 14th, Albon 15th, Magnussen 16th, Zhou Guanyu 17th, 18th Hulkenberg 19th, Bottas 20th, Sargent. All right, you guys check back with me tomorrow. 12 o'clock, we'll have Big Guy here commentating. But thanks for watching. 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, noon. And check all your local listings. And be back with us here for the Brazil Grand Prix.